Okay, so welcome everybody. This is the yoga class, and what I want to do today is focus on stretches that you should do all the time, like every day pretty much. So we call this the everyday stretching for with yoga. Okay, so let's get started with. I'm just going to move my chair back a little bit. Get started with your hands palms up, just kind of opening the chest, and just take some deep breaths in the belly. Deep breathing is something you should do every day. You could do this at bedtime. Just inhale deep in the belly and then exhale. You may not realize it, but you're almost stretching everything out in your belly. And you definitely are stretching the inner bag, which kind of holds all the stuff together in there. So you just inhale, really feel it in the belly, and then exhale and relax. Good. Just take a few more deep breaths in the belly. Really stretch it out now. Breathing deep in the stomach area. Good. Now try breathing off to the side a little bit. So if you get bored with just the deep breathing, you can focus on other areas. So inhale, still breathing in the belly, but try breathing off to the side more. And then breathe off to the other side. It really just is making space and having consciousness of making space for that area. Think about breathing into the back now, the lower back. Good. Just taking a couple more deep breaths wherever you want to put them, to the side, to the front, to the back. Excellent. Let's go ahead and scoot up here. We're going to start with some shoulder rolls. It's always good to roll those shoulders around a little bit, get the fluids going. You could be doing this stuff anywhere too. You could be seated, like at the grocery store. They love that. Other direction. Another thing about your breathing is it tends to relax you. And even when I started doing yoga, I remember doing the Silver Sneakers yoga a long time ago. I think it started about 15 years ago. Inhale, reach up. But I thought it funny because it's got to be probably about 12 years ago or so. But I thought it funny because one day I was kind of stressed out and I was like just by natural instinct, it was really weird. And I was like, wow, that really is interesting that I did that. Lean to the side. But you can almost get yourself to that point where you realize that that's an actual thing that will relax you and let it all go. Other side. Just relaxing on those exhales. Still breathing. So one stretch that you want to do all the time is kind of up and reaching back. And as seniors in yoga, typically they'd have you go way back with your neck, but you don't really want to do that because you don't want to hurt anything in there. You don't want to break a spinal bone when you're 92 years old. So what you want to do is just kind of lift your eyes. But if you're feeling it, you can go back a little bit with your head. I mean, there's definitely the younger crowd too with the seniors, so do what you can. But the main thing is breathing deep in that belly. Feel the stretch in the belly as you reach up and back and kind of look up at the ceiling. Excellent. And then we're going to reach back, grab the chair, lift the chest. So these are all kind of average daily stretches that you should do. You want to open that chest up, lift the chest. Another thing you can do for this stretch, if you wanted to, is find a door frame and just kind of pull yourself into it. We call that just the door frame stretch. That would be a similar one that you could do on a daily basis. Lift that chest. This time we're going to breathe up in the chest. The breath helps you stretch. Good. Lift even more. Try reaching out with one arm. So if you have shoulder issues, this can be a good shoulder stretch. And other side. Excellent. So then I'm going to put one leg out, just like so. My toes are going to be up. Sorry, that tree's in the way. That's the problem with doing it on the beach, you know. The tree gets in the way and stuff. The water covers your feet. So anyway, what you want to do is pull those toes up. Keep the back nice and straight and stretch the back of your leg here. This is another stretch that you want to do all the time. Just leaning into it. Excellent. Let's go ahead and just switch sides. Put the foot out, take a deep breath in. Now, one thing that I know that sometimes seniors learned a long time ago is the idea of kind of pushing and bouncing on their stretches. That's something that we don't do so much anymore. You want to just kind of lean into it, keep it easy. You actually have these stretch receptors in your muscles that when you bounce, it'll tighten up. It's kind of like when you slip and you retract your muscles just so you don't go too far. That's what that is there's actually something in there that'll make sure your muscles don't get stretched too far. So bouncing activates those, and you want to kind of just ease into it. Excellent. Good. And then I'm going to show you another stretch that you want to do all the time. I'm going to put one leg back because this hip flexor gets tight, and then you end up like this. So we're going to really open it up, reach up and back. And again, you could kind of lift the head and chest accordingly. But you also will feel a good stretch in the belly. So breathe deep in the belly. Excellent. Then we'll go to the other side. Try to get that leg all the way back. If you can have the shoelaces down, that's even better. Then you stretch kind of that shin and instep area. Same arm as the leg that's back. Reaches up. And breathe deep in the belly. You actually can get more stretch a lot of times on the seated stuff. It's harder to stretch some areas when you're standing. So seated actually can be a little bit better for some of these. And relax, back to center. Let's go ahead and add in the inner thigh stretch. Stretching right in here, leaning forward. You keep your back nice and straight. This could be good to go in with the shoulder, kind of stretching the shoulder and the inner thigh. And other side. Okay, now another area that can be important is these outer hips and glutes. And sometimes people have more issues than others. So this may or may not have to be included in your program. But I like to do it myself to try to keep those hips stretched out. So I'm just going to cross my leg. If you have to, you can cross low. You don't have to do it up high. It'll stretch you out just as good that way. And then you're just going to lean forward. Again, keeping the back straight as you can. And you feel it in that hip and glute area. Good, and you can expand on that by kind of pulling the leg in, hugging up, really stretching out that gluteal area. Just hold there for a few breaths. Excellent. Let's go ahead and switch legs. So I'd pull, maybe 5 or 6 exercises from this video that you could do every day. It's all just basic stretching. We're not even going to do poses too much today. We're just going to stretch out, although some of the poses can be really good. So we'll do like a warrior 1. But like a warrior 2 is not an average daily stretch that you need to do. That's it. Lean into it. Nice. Good. Let's go ahead and hug up to it. Do what you can. Just hold there for a couple deep breaths. See, I can even do it without the chair, standing on one leg. That's just the guru thing. You'll get there one day. And relax. Good, it's time to stand up. We've got some standing stretches to do as well. So I like this calf stretch. It's one of the most important ones to do. Try to see if you can see my foot here. Sometimes if I do some of that. But anyway, you want to push. Maybe I'll step up a little more. Push into your heel and bend the front leg. And for yoga, we could come to heart center if you want to. Just lean into it. But the calf stretch, stretching that calf is the main thing. And you should do that every day almost. And if you have issues with the feet and stuff like that, you should probably do it 2 or 3 times a day. And other side. If you've ever heard of plantar fasciitis, that's the swelling in the bottom of the feet. I've had that myself before, and these are the kind of stretches I have to do on a daily basis just to make sure that that doesn't come back again. Excellent. And definitely include the downward dog in your daily routine, stretching the whole body out. And back to center. Good. Let's do a side bend stretch. So you're just going to inhale, reach up. Let one hand go down. Take your hips to the side and reach up and over as well. This is a great side bend stretch. Good for the hips. Good for the side here. Think about breathing deep in your side. And other side. Good. And another thing that you could do on a regular basis is spinal undulation. So that's just where you're going to bend the knees, curve the lower back, curve the upper back, and then come back up. So spinal undulation is just curving the spine, getting those spinal fluids going. Inhale, exhale. And we mostly go back because we want to open the chest, but we could also go the other direction. You open the chest there too, I suppose. It's funny how we think, huh? Both directions is probably good. One more. Excellent. So then we're going to go on to Warrior One. It's a great pose to stretch out your abdominal area, reaching up and back, and then also lifting the chest. Again, depending on where you're at in life, you might just go back a little bit with the head or just reach up with the eyes. If you have osteoporosis, you definitely want to just look at the ceiling. Excellent. And for basic daily stretching, that can be a great one combined with the downward dog. You just go back to the downward dog. Good. And then you put the other foot forward, reaching up with both hands. Go to your level. Take some deep breaths. Breathe deep in the belly. Think about relaxing as you exhale. And relax. Good. Just kind of shake your shoulders out a little. Arms. And then up and down on the balls of the feet. All right, let's just finish with this. Just give yourself some taps. We can start with the clap. Clap, clap, clap. And then start slapping yourself all over the place. Yeah, this is senior fitness. We're going to teach you how to hit yourself all over. No, actually, you're just kind of waking up the muscles. You've probably done this before. It's funny how a lot of these things are natural. You're like, oh man, I can't even wake up. Come on already. And then you activate those muscles a little bit and you're like, wow, I'm ready to go. Just kind of little slaps all over, wakes up those muscles. In Kung Fu, they use fists. Get it going on. But we won't have to go that far. We'll just do some slaps all over the place. Funny how it kind of wakes you up though. Funny how we do these things naturally as well. You may think I'm crazy. I'm just waking myself up. All right. Now that you're all woke up, let's go ahead and sit down and take a little relaxation break here. See where we're at on time. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish with just a few more stretches, everyday stretches, and then we'll relax. So another thing you want to practice is twisting. You want to really twist the body. Now that your body's all woke up, it'll be even better. I like to have my hand palm just kind of pushing me up and then twisting. So you can do that as well. Look back behind you. Take a couple breaths. And other side. Good, and then we're gonna stretch the triceps. A lot of times as we get older, it's harder to get these hands up. And so you wanna really push it up. Just this is the part right here. You don't have to worry about the other part so much. It's more just getting that elbow up and take a good stretch there. And you never wanna overdo it on those shoulders. That's what makes them freeze up a little bit mostly. Just too much work on the shoulders. I have to watch it with painting and all the other types of work I like to do. I'll take a break. I'll say, hey, no, I can't do that job. I gotta relax these shoulders because I don't want a frozen shoulder that decides it ain't gonna do any of the work. Other side. So just don't push it, you know. Just keep stretching it out, trying to reach further. You could always do a spider crawl on the wall where you kind of work your hands up the wall. That's one of the exercises you can do. But when you keep those shoulders healthy, they're not big muscles is all. All right, let's reach across, pull in and kind of twist. A little twisting as well as shoulder stretch. And other side. Excellent. So let's go ahead and sit back and just get comfortable here. Do your relaxation. We'll do a few deep breaths and get into some more deep breathing. So to really work your belly breathing, inhale for about 5 seconds and then exhale for even longer. So about 7 or 8 seconds, really feel the belly coming in and then inhale. Feel that belly coming out And exhale. Just going back and forth. So just think about taking yourself somewhere that you like to be. Maybe it's your favorite vacation spot that you haven't gone to in a long time, just because of all the different things going on. But take yourself there now. You can go there. You can go there on your own. You don't have to actually be there. Imagine your favorite spot. Try to think of all the things that you hear and feel. Maybe the breeze, the sand, wherever you might be. Think of all the things you see, birds or sun or whatever it might be, wherever you're at. Think of all the things that you can see in your nice, comfortable spot there. Now just relax, taking in all those different things, what you see and feel, what you can hear. Just relax. Now just take 2 more breaths and then we'll close up here. Excellent. Let's go ahead and scoot up a little bit. We're going to inhale, reach up, and exhale. Deep breath in, and exhale. Excellent job, everybody. Thank you for coming again. Thanks for checking out the classes. All you people watching the recordings, just keep watching them. Thank you once again.